So I just stumbled onto an anime that's called I Parry Everything. And of course, this being Parry Reviews, I had to do it. I know the title of the video says this is a Parry review. It's kinda not because this isn't a video game. But again, the show is called I Parry Everything, so I just had to put it up on the channel. So this anime is about a guy who kind of sucks and has no skills, but like the only one good thing that he happened to be half good at was parrying. So he trains for 14 years. He does nothing but parry for 14 years. And then when he decides to go off into the real world and adventure, he has no idea of just how strong he is. Basically, after 14 years of training, he becomes the most powerful being on the entire planet. To give you a proper idea of how strong he is, this is like One Punch Man, except he has a sword and he parries. That's how strong he is. So people start noticing how strong he is, and he goes like, well, I'm not that strong, because he has no concept of, he just trained alone in isolation for 14 years. So he doesn't know that he's like the most powerful being on the entire planet. So he keeps continually underestimating himself. And he's like the humble good guy that doesn't like getting rewarded. Like, he does things for free. He doesn't accept any rewards. But anyways, what you're seeing here is like a parry compilation of all the most of the combat in the show. It's not all of the combat, but it is all of the combat related to parrying. I think I've condensed like 12 episodes into like this near 10-minute video. But yeah, there's a lot of yapping. Whenever he's not parrying or fighting, there's a lot of yapping. So, that's how animes are. That typical anime thing where they start explaining how strong the enemy is and the origins of the enemy and how much he thirsts for revenge and all that stuff. All that yapping. Well, I edited all of that out. Overall, I would say this anime it's kind of good. It's sort of good. If I wanted to be like truly objective, this anime is like mid. The thing is, I just love the title so much and the concept of the anime. Like, I parry everything. Like, what is that? So, of course, I'm biased and I like the anime. For me, this is a good anime. It's not a great anime. It's not like Frieren or Spirited Away or Gurren Lagann. It's not that good. It's not as good as Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Like, I wouldn't watch this anime again. So, yeah, I think it's fair to say this anime is just, like, mid. But honestly, for a mid-anime, this is like a fun little trope. And I'm sure the studio that made this made a good little profit off of this anime. Like, the idea is just so stupid that it works. I parry everything. What even is that? But yeah, I love parry. I love parry in video games. And so when I saw an anime that's like about parry, of course I had to do this. All his other skills suck as well. Like, his healing sucks. Everything he has sucks. He just has that parry, and it makes him into, like, invincible. It makes him into, like, a parry god. And he's, like, the strongest being in the entire planet. He's, like, stronger than the dragon, stronger than the king, stronger than the final boss. He's stronger than everybody, and he doesn't even know it because he's just trained by himself for years. And it's not until other people tell him, like, dude, you're super strong, where he, like, realizes, like, oh, yeah, I'm super strong. But he keeps doubting himself the whole way through. He just keeps, like, continually doubting himself. So anyway, we've made it to that point in the video where I don't know what else to talk about now. So I think I'll insert a little anime rant right here. It's hard to find good anime these days. Well, it was harder before for good anime to even get produced. But now, because technology has made animation so easy, not so easy, but it has made animation easier. There's so many anime now that it's difficult to sift through all the mid and garbage anime and just to find like a single good anime that's like worth watching. It's work. It's like hard work finding a good anime, like a good anime that's actually good. Before this, the last good anime I saw was Frieren Journey's End. It's the anime about the elf girl who can live like 1,000 years or thousands of years, and all her friends die, and she relives the memories of her friends by repeating, sort of like emulating the adventures they had over 80 years ago, So she retakes a journey, and the anime is really good because it's about memories and cherishing your friends and being grateful for the memories and the bonds that you made. When anime suck, the story kind of sucks, and there's also like a lot of fan service, like boobs, like lots of boobs everywhere for no reason. Edge Runners was also a good anime because it's about fighting the corporations with your friends and joining a gang and standing up to corruption and such. So for an anime to be good, the animation needs to be high quality, the story has to be good, and you have to care about the characters. Here's one of my favorite anime, and I don't care that this was in Nickelodeon or that people say that it's not an anime. To me, Avatar The Last Airbender is one of the greatest animes of all time. Now, the first season of Avatar The Last Airbender, it starts rough. It starts rough. It doesn't get good until that first Water Nation battle where they fight the Fire Nation and Avatar and Aang goes into like the Avatar state and he turns into like a giant water monster. That's when Avatar The Last Airbender finally gets good. And from then on, it is a non-stop, like great, wonderful anime. On the other hand, Legend of Korra really sucked because Legend of Korra was more so like a cheap imitation of what Avatar The Last Airbender was. And it was the same studio. The show ran on Nickelodeon just like the original Avatar The Last Airbender, but Legend of Korra was just, I don't know, so bad by comparison. I watched it because I was starved for more Avatar content. But the truth is that Legend of Korra sucks by comparison to Avatar The Last Airbender. Anyway, the video's coming to an end now. I'm gonna keep yapping a little bit, but I'm gonna end it soon. Yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I just saw the title, I Parry Everything, and I just knew I had to put this thing in my channel. I think now he's gonna parry all these guys. They're gonna jump in the air and he's gonna parry all of them. You know, he parries everything, so, you know, he parries everything. I like that he parried the bullets there. I love it when in video games, the game mechanics allow you to, like, deflect bullets. I love that. You can tell that the people who made this played Sekiro, and they just go like, what if we made, like, a Sekiro style anime, and then they came up with this. Thanks for watching, take care, and enjoy.